Hello, and welcome to News at 5. I'm your host, Jonathan Robinson.
And I am Anthony Chetchery.
Today we have an incredible story on how a cat got stuck in a tree.
But first, we cover Mali.
Mali is the 8th largest country in Africa and the 24th largest country in the world, with a population of 15.3 million citizens, 90% of which are Muslims.
It has an area of 1.4 million square kilometers.
It is also divided into 9 regions.
Kayes, Koulikoro, Bamako, Sikasso, Segou, Mopti, Tombouctou, Gao, Kidal, and Menaki.
Their borders go deep into the Sahara Desert.
They have a gross domestic product of $10.94 billion US. This comes from their imports and exports. They had $3.07 billion in imports last year, mostly from refined petroleum, light pure, and woven cotton.
They also had $867 million in exports, which was from raw cotton, gold, and salt.
Their GDP per capita is $1,600.
And their annual growth rate is 2.1% as of 2013.
Mali has a Human Development Index of 0.419, which ranks them 179th in the world.
And the life expectancy for men is 48.2, and for women it is 48.3.
Mali's literacy rate is 33%.
And finally, their infant mortality rate is 100 deaths per 1,000 lives births.
We now go live in Mali with our field reporters Jake and Tyrese.
Jake, Tyrese, how is it down there?
Well guys, we have been doing research on Mali for several months now and we'd like to see it.
One of the questions our viewers had was if there was an income gap between the wealthiest and the poorest.
Hi guys, there's a big income gap in Mali. So basically, the poor people stay poor because the rich people do not give anything to the poor people. Unfortunately, poor people don't have nothing to live with.
And Jake, are there any major social differences between the men and women?
There are not many major social differences other than the fact that most of the population feels it's okay for a man to beat a woman. According to care.org, 63% of men and 41.3% of women interviewed agreed with the statement. There are times when a woman deserves to be beaten. I find this very sad and actually needs to be taken. Gender equality is important in today's society.
Our final question is if there is a disparity between those living in cities and those living in rural areas.
During our research, we found out there's a big difference in lifestyle and how government takes care of these people.
See, most people that live in the cities have jobs that are protected by the government and have many benefits. Not the best benefits, but enough to help them survive.
The government does not take as much care of the rural areas since they are less populated. And not many people will say what actually goes on in those areas.
Thank you, Tyrese and Jake, for those important facts.
Our final point for the topic of Mali is if the economy of Mali is successful or not. We believe that it is not.
They have a very low literacy rate, and almost half the population lives under the American poverty line of $1.25 per day. This shows that they aren't as developed as other countries.
Mali also has a very low GDP and GDP per capita. This shows us that most of the population lives in poverty, leading us to believe their economy is unsuccessful.
That's all we have for now. This has been your host, Jonathan Robinson.
And Anthony Chetchery.
We will see you next time.
It's extra small. I don't know how to fucking do that.
Alright, 3, 2...
Wait.
Why are you playing with...
This is like 2 years old. This is 2015 on your room.
It is, guy. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys. Well, there's a big income gap in Somalia. Is it Somalia? Hey guys.
Free to go. That's my best. Big booty bitch faces. Tits on sex, bitch, I said,
Bro, yo, keep going, yo, I'm about to...
Yo.